Namaste. So tonight I'm going to read Book 8, Chapter 19, on the narrative of the Atala, etc. in the Maha Devi Bhagavatam. Om Vakratuna Mahakaya Surya Koti Hariom Tatsat. Narayana said, O Vipra, in the first beautiful region, Atala, the exceedingly haughty son of the Danava Maya named Bala, is living. He has created the 96 Mayas. All the requisites of the inhabitants are obtained by them. The other Mayavis know one or two of these. None of them are capable to know all, as they are exceedingly difficult to be carried out. When this powerful Bala yawned, the three classes of women were produced, fascinating to all the lokas. They were named Pumschali, or unchaste woman, Spherini, an adulteress, and Kamini, a lovely woman. When any man, beautiful and lovely to them, enters into their Atala region, they, with the help of the Hataka, sentiment of love, generate in him, while in solitude, the power to enjoy, copulate, and with their sweet smiles and amorous lovely looks, and with great caution embrace him thoroughly and begin to converse with him, and with amorous gestures and postures, and thus please him well. When the people enjoy this Hata Karasa, they think often and often that they themselves have become gods. They have become siddhas and powerful like Ayuta elephants. Being blind with vanity and finding them endowed with powers and prosperity, they think themselves so repeatedly and constantly. O Narada, thus the position in Atala has been described. Now here the description of the second region, Vitala. Vitala is situated below the earth. There the Bhagavan Bhava, worshipped by all the Devas, has assumed the name of Hatakesvara and is staying there coupled with Bhavani, surrounded by his attendants, especially for the increase of the creation of Brahma. The river Hataki flows there and has her origin from the essence, semen virile, of them both. The essences, semen virile, of them both. Fire, augmented by the help of the wind, begins to drink it. When the fire leaves that, making a putkara noise, i.e. blowing out air through the mouth, the gold named Hataka is created. This gold is very much liked by the Dechas. The Decha woman uses gold always for the ornaments. Below Vitala is Sutala. It is reckoned as of some special importance. O Muni, the highly virtuous Bali, the son of Virochana, lives here. The Bhagavan Vasudeva brought down this Bali into Sutala for the welfare of Indra. He assumed the body of Trivikrama and gave to Bali all the wealth of the three lokas. All the Lakshmi went to him and installed him in the position of the Lord of the Dechas. What more can be said than this? Than what prosperity, wealth and riches that Indra could not obtain, that Sri Lakshmi Devi herself has followed Bali. Bali, as the Lord of Sutala has become entirely fearless, remains here up to this day. and is worshipping Vasudeva. O Narada, it is said by the high-minded persons that when Vasudeva himself, the controller of all, appeared as a beggar, Bali gave him land, and therefore, on account of making gift to a good person, he acquired so much prosperity. But this cannot be reasonable, for it is not at all reasonable to cast the effects of making this gift on Narayana. O Narada, who is self-manifest by his own extraordinary glory, and who is himself filled with all Aisvarya prosperity, and who can bestow the highest goal of life and other requirements of men. This Narayana is the Deva of the Devas. If anybody takes his name when in the greatest distress, he gets himself immediately freed from the gunas, the cause of bondage due to his karma. All persons perform many yogas and follow the paths advised by the Samkhya method, with their minds directed to the all-controller Bhagavan, to abandon all sorts of troubles and miseries. O Narada, know that the Bhagavan does not show us his favor when he gives us greatest wealth and prosperity. For the wealth and riches are the offspring of Maya and the source of all worries, miseries, and mental troubles. And one is liable to forget the Bhagavan when one gets such a wealth. The Bhagavan is pervading all this universe and is full of wisdom, and he is seeing always all the ways and means he took away in the way of begging, rather cheated, all that Bali had, leaving only his body, and at last, finding no other means, fastened him by the Varuna Pasa, noose, threw him in the middle of the mountain cleft cave, and then has stationed himself at his door as a doorkeeper. Once, out of his extreme devotion, Bali did not care at all for his difficulties, troubles, or miseries. Rather, he gave out that Indra, whose minister is Brihaspati, had acted very foolishly. For when the Bhagavan becomes very graciously pleased, he wanted from him ordinary wealth. But what will the wealth of the three lokas avail? It is a quite insignificant thing. Surely, he is an illiterate and stupid brute who, for mere wealth, leaves the Bhagavan, who is the fountain of all good wishes to the humanity. My grandfather, Prahalada, who was highly fortunate, who was devoted to the God, and who was always ready to do good to others, he did not ask for any other thing than the servantship of God, the Dasya Bhava. When his powerful father died, the Bhagavan wanted to give him unbounded wealth, but the Bhagavata, devoted Prahalada, did not want that. None of us who are marked with so many deficiencies can know the nature of the Bhagavan Vasudeva, whose omnipotence cannot be compared, and all these manifested worlds are but his upadhis, adjuncts, limitations. O Devarishi, thus Bali, the Lord of the Dechas, the highly respected and renowned in all the lokas, is reigning in Sutala. Hari himself is his doorkeeper. Once the king Ravana, the source of torment to all the people, went out to conquer the whole world, and when he entered Sutala, that Hari, ever ready to show grace to his devoted, threw him at a distance of 1 ayuta yojanas, by the toe of his foot. Thus, by the grace of the Devadeva Vasudeva, Bali is reigning in Sutala and enjoying all sorts of pleasures without any equal anywhere. Here ends the 19th chapter of the 8th book on the narrative of the Atala, etc., the Patalas in Srimad Devi Bhagavatam, the Maha Puranam of 18,000 verses by Maharishi Vedvyasa. Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadra Kali Kavarita Kakshma. Om. Om Tuya Mata Chapita Tumya Tuya Bandhuscha Chasakatuya.